Alright, I just wanted to set the record straight on protein requirements, and this is my viewpoint, and it's also the viewpoint of sports nutritionists. So, as far as the scientific community knows, this is the absolute best way to optimize performance for athletes. And yeah, I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out there for whatever reason. So I wanted to tell you guys what's being taught in university classes in university sports nutrition. What the highest level sports dietitians are saying about protein, because it's definitely been abused. Here, I'll just throw all the numbers out, and then after that, go ahead and talk about possible reasons why we're over consuming so much. So first off, your sports nutrition textbook will be telling you for athletes the maximum amount of protein you should be taking in is 1.7 grams per kilogram body weight. And I mean, I know most of the people watching this are probably going to be American. I mean, I'm an American, uh, and we typically operate on a pound scale here. So what that translates into in pounds is 0.77 grams per pound of body weight. For me, I'm 165 pounds. So what I'm doing is I take my body weight, 165 pounds, and I multiply that by 0.77, and that'll give me my daily protein requirement. So for me, that gives me 127 grams, which probably sounds pretty low to you guys. Because I mean, I know it sounded low to me whenever I first got into these sports nutrition classes. I had no idea. I'd just been following typical bodybuilder diets. Um, and also, I just want to express like how low this actually is, or for typical adults, and like how little protein we actually need. So for typical adults, like just people who have their office jobs and whatnot, they need 0.8 grams per kilogram body weight, which translated into pounds, that's 0.36 grams per pound. Um, so if I were sitting an adult, then I'd only need 60 grams of protein per day, and as you guys are aware, I mean, there are a lot of protein supplements. You take their recommended amount, and it's 50 grams. So you take one of their whey protein servings, and you only have 10 grams of protein you need for the rest of the day. So yes, we are promoting overconsumption of protein. And I think there's a few reasons for this. Like, first off, like a lot of guys are just getting their nutrition information from the biggest guy at the gym, who just got it from the previously biggest guy in the gym, and it's been passed on through word of mouth without serious scientific study. Um, and I think that's largely due to just the basics. I mean, we haven't known much about nutrition. Like, we didn't even know what a carbohydrate was. Or when Arnold Schwarzenegger was dominant, nobody even knew what a carb was. Like, we were just finding out basic information. And so this is a new science. It's understandable that people don't know that much about it. Um, and so I do think like a large part of the reason for the overconsumption of protein is first off, like the thermic effect of food. You may have heard about it because I mean it's listed in a lot of things. Essentially, it's how much energy does your body have to expend to digest what you're eating, to break it down into calories for your body to use. Um, for protein, that's pretty high. Like it's a lot harder for your body to break down protein than it is for your body to break down fat or carbohydrate. And so consequently, if you eat a whole lot of protein, then that your body's going to have to burn a lot of calories to extract whatever calories are actually in that protein. So it will, like eating 100 grams of protein is going to cost your body, like your body's going to have to expend more calories to digest that than if you ate 100 grams of carbs. That's just scientific fact. Unfortunately, that comes at a cost. Just like everything in life, you always have a trade-off. Um, and the cost is you're expending all that energy on breaking down protein that would otherwise be used for like your energy levels and um, so like and then your kidneys have to filter out all of that excess protein. So you're overworking your kidneys, and then you're also decreasing your energy levels in every way. So your workouts are going to suffer, and also your mind's going to suffer because I mean your mind needs that glucose. Your brain can only consume glucose. Fat doesn't work for it, and I mean protein never has like, it has to be converted into glucose before it can do anything in your body. Like that's what's costing your body so much, and yeah, so you're going to be operating on a lower plane than if you ate those excess calories like in carbohydrate form, where it's a lot easier for your body to digest that. So that's the cost of trying to increase your thermic effect of food through eating protein. And then also New Express, and I don't want to come off as a hater against protein supplements, as they're needed in a lot of instances. However, they're very overconsumed, and frankly, I mean, companies want you to think that you need to eat ridiculous amounts of protein, like 300 grams per day or whatever, because that sells more of their product, which I mean is understandable. Like for them to make a profit, they need to either increase the price or increase the quantity sold, and so that's what they're doing. They're just doing business. But you as a consumer, you should be educated, and like that's what I'm trying to do here is just let you guys know what the like as far as the scientific community knows right now, and I'm not professing this to be 100% irrefutable, because I mean science evolves. We'll know more next year than we know this year. But as for now, we believe this to be the very best path. And I just want to inform you guys so that hopefully you're not shoveling down a whole bunch of protein that will be like after that upper limit point, it just becomes a liability and it will bring you down to an extent. As you consume more and more protein, it'll be a more and more negative effect on your training. Yeah, I just wanted to fill you in on that because I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out there.